competition as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easily.
Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give out of the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's think a second about Arizona State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's March. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll run it to the right side. Turning it on! Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That line, boom.
That's a fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The AT unit on the field. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Brewer. Smashes through the tackle. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. It's a running room. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Prieskorn. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Butler. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Marshall. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Marshall. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
He's now up to 58 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Catch in the middle, it's Cleese-Clark. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. 9th play of the drive coming. It will be a 3rd and 7.
42 Spider.
The give to Davis. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Butler. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Butler.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Butler. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Brewer. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets the back moving. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going for 6. Give him 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play. Off
the play fake. grab behind the line. It's Davis. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it here.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so
it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll ride Davis here. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The hand to the running back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Under fire. He's got an open man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense putting points on the board.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Like a big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Gives it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gonna run it. It's Brewer. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Sun Devils are on the move. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Right back to it. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He gets it in! Touchdown, Wolverines!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Flips it out to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Bring in the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. Needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Cleescore. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Here's a hit. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He tries to take the top off. Makes a grab for a big play. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Creates a little space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Looking for room. It's Marshall. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 14. University of New Haven, 7.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Oh, he's got a chance. He's inside the 10. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good